Brawlers, welcome to another edition of Waifu Wednesday, now on a Thursday. Our commander for today is gonna be Lightning Army of One. For one generic, one red and one white, we get a 3/2 legendary human soldier, first strike, trample, lifelink, and her signature ability is Dagger. Whenever Lightning deals combat damage to a player, until your next turn, if a source will deal damage to that player or a permanent that player controls, it deals double that damage instead. So this deck is gonna be built around that ability, and the way it's gonna work is we're gonna be having aggressive creatures that are gonna be attacking with lightning that will she deals first strike damage, and all of our creatures deal double damage after her. We also want to be playing instant speed removal or burn, which is gonna be allowing us to either finish off a creature that's gonna be trying to block lightning, or maybe even killing that creature before damage, so that lightning can deal damage with trample. But also, we're gonna be having counter synergies, +1/+1 counters, that is, with Luminarch Aspirant, Siege Veteran, Invasion of Gobakan, and Bulwark Ox. Also, we have a little bit of Planeswalker action with Barricade. His +1 is gonna put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and it gains indestructible until end of turn. Which means we're gonna be able to attack with lightning without worrying about her surviving. And in the same vein, we have Archangel Sped that's gonna turn lightning into a flying angel and give her 2 +1/+1 counters. Speaking of angels, we are also gonna be playing 2 Aurelias, Aurelia the Law Above, which is just there for a little bit of card draw if we attack with 3 or more creatures. And in the rare instances where we attack with 5 or more, we get a 3 damage to our opponent and we gain 3 life. And we also have Aurelia the World Leader. Both of them have Flying Vigilance Haste, but the World Leader, whenever she attacks for the first time each turn, we untap all of our creatures and we have another combat. If we happen to trigger lightning in the first combat, then for our second combat, not only would she will be dealing double damage, so she's threatening 6 first strike damage, but also once she deals the damage to a player, we get to quadruple all of our damage sources. Speaking of which, we are also playing essentially all the burn that has lightning in the name. Burst Lightning, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Strike, Lightning Helix, and also Boros Charm, because it can be either damage to our opponent's face or it can protect all of our permanents by giving them indestructible. So yeah, other than that, pretty much aggro cards, Reckless Stormseeker, so we can give Lightning Haste, and Impactal, which is gonna be making tokens and synergizing with the +1/+1 counters. Also Tajik Legion's Valor, that's gonna give us an attacker each turn. So yeah, that's it. And let's try to see if this deck is really lightning in a bottle. Squall. I actually haven't seen that one. Okay, should be fun. Do we want to search for removal for it? Nah, let's keep it real. Okay, we actually drew removal for it. Cavern of Soul, Human Ruby Collector. I have Feldon, maybe missing fear of missing out. Adalbert Steiner. What is our opponent playing? Equipment deck? with Squall because of the double strike. I guess that's one way to do it. Lava Spur boots. And they put the boots on Steiner. Stack Fair. Okay. And now they put the boots. We're not gonna block. Let's put this. Yeah, shock. I'm gonna pay the one. After that, we're gonna get in with Felden. Cloud, Midgard Mercenary. But no fourth land, so they are not playing Squall right now. Basilisk Scholar. And because they missed their land drop, we get to kill Cloud. Because they cannot sacrifice Zac to save him. And now, I guess we attack again. Opponent blocks Ruby Collector, we play Wandering Emperor. Put a +1 counter on the Collector and give it first strike.
I'm home. Show them how we greet our enemies.
Skyclave Apparition. Exiling the Emperor. And put the boots on the Apparition. In the meantime, we play Fear of Missing Out. Get a Lightning Strike. Squall. And the boots. No, they play the color. Ooh, double strike. Nice. But not as nice as threatening lethal. Okay, opponent blocks lightning. We lightning strike. And then okay, like that. Actually, yeah, that way we get the trigger also. If we just used the pump ability, okay, we would kill their commander, but we didn't get the trigger and we didn't get lethal. So, I mean, opponent was trying something, which I appreciate, but we hit to beat them, so we did. Good game. Sephiroth. And lethal cheese. They take lightning bolt because it can deal with Sephiroth. Sulaport Cutthroat is gonna be draining us like the Sephiroth emblem and Sephiroth himself. Do they sack the Cutthroat? No, they don't. Okay. I guess we play our commander. And they give her -2, -2. They attack with Sephiroth, but still no triggers. Okay, we can Adeline, play a tap land and attack with the initiate. Now Adeline is a 3/4, which obviously can block. Pitiless Plunderer. Let's play Siege Veteran. Put a counter here. Get training trigger. And we get trained for 1. Oh, Cutthroat only trains us if a creature or opponent control dies. Gotta remember that. Okay, it's not as bad as other commanders. Bloodthirsty Adversary. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. We need to keep the pressure up. Huh. Maybe we trade with the Conqueror. Or with the Boros Charm. Okay. Yeah, those are okay blocks. Huh. Mineral Room, another trigger. Creature you control dies. Okay. Now put the counters on, lightning. And let's hold off for a turn. Reveling Riches. Okay, if they have 10 or more treasures, which they get from their creatures dying, and from our creatures dying, then they win the game. Here we're gonna lose 1, they're gonna gain 1. We surveil. Ajani. And we have to attack with 2. Okay. Let's put another counter on lightning. And how are you gonna block opponents? Okay, like that. And that. Okay, that's not optimal. So let's see, we get one, and we should also, yeah, let's Boros Charm. Actually, we can, if we play an untapped land, we can use Hope's Initiate's ability to destroy Rebellion Riches. Or even the room, if we need to. Yeah, they drain us. And our opponent only has Sephiroth now. I mean, they can return. Oh, they are gonna return all their creatures. Okay. Yeah, I should have destroyed that. Yeah. All attack. So guys, it's Minas Tirith. We're gonna use Plaza of Heroes on Adelie. That way they lose their Plunderer as well as their Conqueror. And Sephiroth transforms. Okay. Let's find out what happens now. Sign in Blood. Another drain. But this is for artifacts as well as creatures. And we drew Aurelia, the world leader. Yeah, let's sacrifice Boromir. We get drained, but Aurelia is gonna be unblockable. And yeah, we were gonna have 2 combats. In the first one, we get double damage and then quadruple damage. And because all of our stuff is indestructible, yeah, we're pretty much winning right there. Good games. Chandra, Torch of Defiance. That's mono red control. Big red, some people call it. Which is big scary for a guy like me. But maybe not for Ragavan. Okay, they are going to Lightning Bolt. which means we play Fear of Missing Out. We're gonna discard Fear Fire Foes because our opponent doesn't have that many creatures. Okay, they upgrade FOMO. And now we get to Feldon and Sack Fair. Or maybe Rahilda and Sack. No, Feldon. Yeah. Because if they do kill Feldon, we get one impulse to draw. Impulsive draw, impulse draw. We get to play a card from exile. So they're gonna Chandra and plus.
Let's do this. This'll be easy.
Yeah. Okay, they kill Zack.
There's no problem fire can't solve.
So we play Rahilda, hopefully initiate, and hit Chandra.
You will be a pile of ashes! Oh, today's my lucky day.
Five damage to Rahilda. Okay, they're gonna deal 4 to us and 1 to the initiate, and maybe they're gonna. Okay, they're not gonna finish that off. We got Invasion of Kovakan. Let's take Cost Fire Slice. And let's kill Chandra. We send the
Whatever.
initiate
Figure it
to
out on your
training. Okay, our opponent is gonna play Pinnacle Monk and return one of their instants to their hand. Lightning Bolt. Okay, let's kill the monk. And then we're gonna play Lightning. Gonna transform Invasion. Like Shield Array. Aurelia. Okay. We're not gonna be able to play her until we get another land, but should be fine. Okay. We let Lightning take it. Huh. And our opponent is going to bolt Feldon. Okay. So let's get the land now. Play our commander. And grow the initiate. Okay, so I think we're on the lead now, even though the game has gone a little longer than we usually want to. We have rebuilt, and we're threatening our opponent. Okay, that's I think that's lethal. Yeah, with lightning bolt. Okay, maybe opponent didn't do the math, or maybe they just didn't want to keep playing against us. Anyway, good game. FK. So they're gonna be a control deck, most likely. But we have Bragaban and Esper Sentinel for control. So if they play many non-creatures, the Sentinel is gonna draw cards. Hopefully at least a couple. Exile a swamp. We should play our commander. Yeah. Maybe the Sentinel was better, but I think Lightning is more fun. Okay. Okay, opponent plays Orcish Bowmasters, but it's the nerfed version, so they don't. Oof, and we have their Fatal Push, which means we kill their Bowmasters because we want to draw cards. And opponent concedes. Yeah, maybe they didn't realize that the Bowmasters were nerfed in Alchemy because they no longer have an enter trigger, they only have a draw trigger, which is still good but not insanely broken like it was. Anyways, GG. Rin and Seri inseparable. So they are playing cats, they are playing dogs, a combination of both of those creature types. We keep, we surveil. Helix. Okay. Let's keep up Helix. Jenny.
Nothing is more important than family.
We play Lightning. I'm gonna play Reckless Stormseeker. It's gonna have haste. And we're gonna deal 9 total damage. Minted Weaver Book. Okay. We play Screaming Nemesis. Then we're gonna haste the Nemesis. Our opponent blocks lightning, so we're gonna go to first strike and then melt through. Our opponent kills lightning in response, that's why we waited until Bog had the damage already. Is this a Ren turn? Equal to the number of dogs. Okay, so they need to have more dogs if they want to use their ability. But they also get dogs by playing cats. Let's play lightning. Give her haste. Send it. Yeah, this mat is really iffy. They need to take into account double the damage from lightning. Okay. I'm gonna deal 1 and 1. And because of lightning, it's 2 and 2, and they both die. Opponent plays Regal Caracal, all of their cats have lifelink now. Opponent swords and Screaming Nemesis. Let's take the Great Henge. Unfortunately, that means they're gonna get the Anthem. Or they're gonna play the Henge, and that's all they do. And yeah, they go all the way back to 23. And I think that's good enough. Yeah, removing the Screaming Nemesis was really key for them in that game. Good game. Against Ureni. This is the one that cheats dragons when it enters or attacks. So we have a couple of turns before we curse Ureni, which means we play Esper Sentinel and Bulwark Ox. Yep. And the Ox is gonna make Sentinel bigger, so we get more and more cards out of it. We drew Cavern on Human. Opponent surveils and they keep. They are gonna ramp here, I presume. Kinda. Sarkhan, Dragon Ascendant. Twin Flame Tyrant. That doubles the damage, just like our commander. So let's player. We're gonna saddle with lightning. Yeah, lightning's gonna get out right the Ox, and the counter is gonna go on the Ox itself. Or should we offer the trade? Okay, let's offer the trade. Opponent doesn't take it, and now they have 4 mana. Dragon Storm Globe, withdraw a card. We get Anointed Peacekeeper, which is going to show us our opponent's hand, and we get to choose any name, and spells with that name cost 2 more to cast, activated abilities of sources with that name cost 2 more to cast as well. Opponent sacrifices their treasure to play Divining Dive. Sorry. We are gonna name Twin Flame Tyrant. Saddle the Ox with the Peacekeeper, and let's hit. Another counter on the Sentinel. And that's gonna be 8 more damage. Well, opponent is at 8, is what matters. So yeah, let's pass like that. We get the course still unplayed, but maybe we shock Sarkhan. Okay, opponent plays their banner, withdraw a card from the Sentinel. See, that's 3 or 4 cards already. 3 cards. The Omen, the Glove, and the banner. Okay. Nice work, Sentinel. Opponent name's Human. Okay. We should have the win now. And we have multiple ways to lethal. So let's... Yeah, okay. If we just get in with lightning, opponent will have to block all, but maybe Aurelia was the more fun choice, or just burn to our opponent's face. Either way. Good game, Ureni. You were a little slow for us, but that's the game. Italy, Primal Conqueror. So we should play Scrabble on the first turn, then Ruby Collector, and have our interaction up. Ragavan, okay. I mean, it's not as good on the draw because we can do this. And since we have Scrabble, we are gonna keep lightning for one strike, as it were. No attacks. Land over elves. Let's all attack. Just to trigger Ruby Collector. And hopefully lightning doesn't die. And roaming throne on human. Okay. So is this game? Okay. We get double triggers. We deal quadruple damage. Yep. Opponent goes to -6. Good game. Wild Smasher and Crown. So they're gonna deal damage to us when they cast their first spell, and when we cast our second spells, they get to draw a card. Now, unfortunately, Crown is, or Barnabas rather, is a 4/4, so we don't have. We are gonna count on response to deal with it. Okay, Caustic Bronco. Okay, we play our commander and we don't attack. The good old Snake Horse. Okay, opponent removes our commander. And if they attack, let's see if they get... Oh, they get a land. So no damage for them. We're gonna strike the Bronco. And play Feldon. Not discarding yet. Children the Apocalypse. Okay, they block, so we, in response, get it, because the card is named Response. And play Boromir. Opponent plays Fury. And they target our little creatures. We're gonna sack Boromir. making tea or drink better. Bulwark Ox. Okay. Get Lost Fury. And let's do this, discard, and buff Feldon. We get that rip apart, but nothing to target. So we play the Ox and we can protect Feldon. Okay, that's our opponent's commander. And they use their maps. Draw a card. Okay. Draw an Otawara. We're gonna attack with Feldon and Inti, discarding, so we can buff Feldon. And let's save Feldon. Until the end of your next turn. Okay. So we exile 4. Invasion of Govakan. And we get Earthtide Resurrected. Okay, they play Bile Smasher. And they use their march. And deal 4 damage to us. Now if they play Earthtide, oh, they play Dig Through Time. That's gonna deal 8 damage to us. Because Clive only counts the mana cost, not the actual mana spent. So for Earthtide it would be 4, no matter what. And for Dig it's 8. We're gonna pose, Spear Fire pose. Okay, we take 2. They remove lightning. Three steps ahead. I guess that would kill us. Yeah, because we're at 6. And cost 4. 3. Sorry. We are at 6 and they're at 3. Oof. So yeah, if they have a 6 mana value spell, it's curtains for us. Okay, they have 4, but this can... Okay. They're gonna search for
Out
another
of the shadows
spell
and
they
into
can
the
cast on
fray.
our turn. Oh, they don't. They said
You're
just to
not
tap
going
us.
anywhere.
Okay. Let's see if we get something off the top. A land is not it. So gonna attack. And we're gonna put the counter on the duelist. Oof. Okay. If they double block, we cannot actually use the Ganjo's ability. So close, yet so far. And Barry's not gonna do anything, so good game. Against Medicant. Should be Medicant, but they are going to be playing artifacts and trying to get to maximum speed so they can copy their artifacts by paying 1 additional mana for each of them. Okay. Yeah, let's hold on to Fury. And they're gonna get to speed too. We need more lands, so we been death to this smite the deathless. An opponent plays their commander and attacks with the sentinel. We are gonna be playing Rahilda. Human Rahilda and Fury with Rip Apart. 3 and 1. Boom boom. Okay, our opponent has their engine started, but they are on speed too. Okay, our opponent is gonna let us transform Rahilda. But do they let us hit with her? Okay, they shouldn't. Ganjo? Okay. For damage. And we go lighting. Next turn we're gonna play Siege Veteran and buff our commander. Okay. And as foretold. Maybe another piece of removal. Bounce. Path to exile. Okay. Get a mountain. And yeah. Yeah, I don't like Path to Exile in Brawl because that ramp is actually more relevant than in other formats. Definitely better than regular Commander. But our opponent chose to do it and they are stuck on land, so meanwhile we're at 6 mana. Okay, yeah. It's hard to catch up. Although Path to Exile can also be not as bad if you play it late game, but yeah, the point of it is that it's so efficient. You wanna play it earlier. So maybe our opponent just misplayed. Anyway, that's the game. lightning, it flashes bright, it fades away. It can't protect, it only destroys. So yeah, that's it for the games, and I hope you really enjoyed watching them as much as I enjoy playing them. Every now and then you just need a little bit of aggro to get through the arena. And Lightning is really good at that. I think most of the deck is actually in a decent position. Some of the cards are obviously great in some matchups, but not as good in others. However, overall, they all felt really strong when they got their chance to shine. So if you wanna see a particular commander, or a particular playstyle, or maybe you just wanna leave a comment, please go ahead and do so, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye bye.